What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mezco 1/12 exclusive 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. We'll be having a look at Captain Nemo. And so here we have the Mezco 1/12 Collective, Captain Nemo posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. Captain Nemo does come with two different head portraits. We do get the stern neutral expression, which he has on him right now. Then we do get a stylized grimacing expression with the hair flowing, which also looks really great. He also does come with several sets of hands. We get a pair of fists, a pair of relaxed grip hands, a pair of style pose hands, a right flat palmed hand, a right hand for holding his pistol, a right hand for holding his knife and his cutlass, and then a right hand for holding his spyglass. And then he also does come with a left pointer finger hand. Captain Nemo does come with an array of weapons. We do get the Ahab's appendage, which is a very nice harpoon hand, which does peg onto his left hand. He does come with his cutlass, which looks really nice. I do like the detailing on it, and it does fit inside his scabbard. He also does come with a bone knife, which once again looks very nice. Love the detailing on it, and that does go in a scabbard that can peg onto his back. He does come with the spark lock pistol, which looks really good. I do love the detailing on that, and that fits in his pistol grip hand. And then if you don't want him holding it, it does have its own holster to go with it. He does come with a spyglass, which has really good detail. It does collapse in case you want it, and that too does come with its own holster. Nemo also does come with a sextant, which looks really nice. I do like the detailing on it. We also do get the trophy jaws, which look really nice. It does have his left hand in it, as well as the jaws of the shark. And then finally, he does come with a cloak and hat, and the cloak does have a wireframe in it. His final accessory is a Mezco 1/12 Collective display base, as well as a Mezco 1/12 Collective flight stand. Other than that, Captain Nemo doesn't come with anything else. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Captain Nemo. And so here we have a closer look at Captain Nemo, and Mezco has done a very great job with this figure. I absolutely love the way it came out. Really do like the face sculpt here. You can see he does have some beads inside his beard, which they did a phenomenal job painting. Really do like the skin tone here on Nemo. It does look like tan skin tone that you would get from sailing the seas, and they did a very good job there. He also does have this big hoop earring on his right ear. On his left ear, he does not have the earring. I especially love the bandana going around his head, and the fact that his hair does drape over that bandana is a very nice little detail. The headband is very nice. You can see it is tied off and kind of moves over to the side. I kind of wish it was articulated so that you could rotate it. That's me personally, but if you don't want that feature, it's not movable. So yeah, do keep that in mind, that his headband tassels are not meant to rotate. Really do like the hair. They did a fantastic job adding a darker wash inside his white hair. It does bring out all those very nice details. So overall, beautiful head sculpt. Now, one problem I do have is that his hat only fits on this head. It would have been nice to have his hat fit on both heads, but yeah, as the instructions state, the hat only fits on this head. And yeah, because the hair is more stylized on his alternate head, the hat doesn't fit it. So do keep that in mind when posing your Captain Nemo. Now, moving on to the rest of his outfit. Very, very beautiful. They did a fantastic job sculpting every bit of the plastic. On his armor right here, you can see the gold is painted beautifully. We do have this aquamarine color, which is very nice. I do like the sculpt work in it. The waves look very awesome, as well as the gold accents, the gold going around his sleeves. Beautiful work, and you can see it does look like he has like whale or shark hide right here. Very nice. This is a soft, hard plastic. It doesn't get in the way of articulation, which is a good thing, but that's just something to note, that his armor is made of plastic, not faux leather or faux fabric. It's just solid plastic. So having a look at the rest of his costume, you do have this gold armband right here, which has a lot of nice detail. It does look like a kraken going all the way around his arm. Would have been nice if he had another bracer on this side, but I still appreciate this. The detailing on it is beautiful, and it's done in that really rich, vibrant gold as well. His sleeves, even though this one doesn't have a bracer, it still has a lot of detail. You can see it is knitted very well. It's very well made, if I'm being quite honest. Just the detailing on it looks very nice. On this side of Captain Nemo, we do have his regular hand, where you can see he also has some beads right here. Now, at first I thought that they go facing down, but yeah, if you have him facing down, the wider end is down here, and the wider end should be at his forearm. But yeah, really do like that. And we do have like a gold medallion right here on his wrist wrap. Very nice detail here. Now on his left hand, we do have his artificial hand after the shark pretty much bit and chomped his arm off, which is where the trophy comes from. Really like this detail. You can see the golds, the coppers, the silvers, the browns, they all work beautiful. And if you don't want him displayed with a hand, as always, he does come with the Ahab's appendage, which is a very nice hook, or not a hook but a harpoon. And I do like the fact that it is actual string, but it is a pain to reel back in, so if you do use it, do be aware that this does take some time reeling back in. So moving on to the rest of his outfit, this is faux leather, so I don't know the longevity of this, if Mezco has improved their work or if this is going to decay over time. And you can see one problem I do have is that this second belt likes to unclip itself. You can easily just clip that back into place, but yeah, that's one thing I have noticed about this second belt, is that it tends to unclip itself very frequently, especially when you start adding the attachments. All the holsters that he has are part of this attachment right here, so unfortunately you can only attach one accessory to this. You can either have the pistol, the knife, or the spyglass. His scabbard does fit onto this little peg right here, which is on his main belt, which I haven't had a problem with that coming off. It's mainly just been this belt that's been giving me issues, but like I said, it's not that big of a deal. You can just peg that back in and it fixes itself just fine. Really do like this pouch right here. It does appear that this would be the pouch that he would keep his captain's log in, which looks very nice. The detailing on it is fantastic, and the paint job, just beautiful weathering here, especially here on his belts. All those nice little trinkets, the seashells, the trident, all the golds, the coppers, the browns, they all work beautiful for this figure. So again, he does have the faux leather pants, which again, I don't know how this figure is going to last over time, but as it stands, it's still very nice, and the articulation works. You do get some folds and wrinkles in it as you play around with it, and you can see mine is a little bit stretched out from all the posing I did, but it's not that big a deal, and if you have them in static poses, I don't think you have anything to worry about. We do have him with his boots, which look very nice. I like the detailing on it. We do have this outer brown with the inner brown right there, as well as a few buckles that they did paint very beautifully, I might add. You can see the buckles here on the bottom of his boot and right here at his ankle. Those are done very nice. The gold over the boot, it's just very well done. Mezco knocked it out of the park with Nemo, and we do have gold soles there. So overall, Captain Nemo is an exceptionally well done and well sculpted piece. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed and compare to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we do have Captain Nemo posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we do have Captain Nemo posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. And finally, here we do have Captain Nemo posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually run through Nemo's articulation. Now Nemo does have a double ball joint here at the head. Now unfortunately, because of the way his beard and hair are sculpted, you don't get too much play out of that ball joint. We do have some up and down, some left and right, and some tilt, but it is heavily restricted. Now thankfully he does have a ball joint at the base of the neck, which does let him lean forward a little bit further and lean back to about right there. And of course he does swivel at the head and neck. His arms are on ball joints, so they do go out to the side very nicely. They go up to about right here before the fabric starts snagging on itself, but that's respectable range to be quite honest. He does have a bicep swivel. We have a double bend here at the elbow, giving us better than 90 degrees. On this wrist, we do have rotation at the gauntlet, and then we do have a ball hinge at the wrist, so that does have some up and down and in and out play depending on how you have it, and it does rotate on that peg. Nemo does have a ball joint here at the torso, which does lean back about that far, which is pretty good. You can lean forward about that far, which it could be better, but it still works. We have some side to side tilt, forward and back, no problem. Rotation at the ball joint and at the waist, so we do get some pretty good movement out of Nemo here. Legs, his right leg is a little bit hindered because his belt is connected to this pouch right here, but the left leg does go up only to about right there. His pants are really tight, so you might have to stretch those out a little bit before getting him to move a lot, but they do function normally. He does have a thigh swivel up high, double bend here at the knee. Again, the pants are just really tight. You can see it stretching as I articulate it, but yeah, if you can stretch that out a little bit, he does get double bent at the knee, but again, how that will affect this long term, I'm not sure. He doesn't have boot rotation, but he does have a ball joint here at the ankle, which does go forward, back, some pivot, and rotates no problem. So overall, Captain Nemo here has some pretty good articulation. It could be better, but the constraints of his outfit do lead to some restrictions, so that is a little bit unfortunate. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Captain Nemo posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so finally, here we do have the Mezco 1/12 Collective exclusive Rumble Society Captain Nemo pose for my final thoughts. And overall, Captain Nemo here is done very well. Mezco has done a phenomenal job of sculpting and creating this character. It's very nice. I do like the concept of this character. He looks very nice in hand, and pictures just don't do this figure any justice. To really appreciate this figure, you really got to have it in hand, because Captain Nemo here, I think, is one of the best offerings that Mezco has offered. And to be quite honest, I think Captain Nemo here is probably the best Mezco figure to date. There's a lot of things to like about him in terms of sculpt, paint apps, and accessories. I love the harpoon hand. It's a very beautiful sculpted piece. The weapons on Nemo are sculpted perfectly. All of them look and feel like they do come from Atlantis, which is one thing they were going for. And just the overall look of this character is very nice. Now, he does have some problems, especially in terms of articulation. He is kind of limited in the legs just because of how tight the fabric is on the figure, and the right leg is hindered because the pouch attaches to the belt. But if you can look past that, this is still a phenomenal figure. I do have to give tip my hat to Mezco, because they created a very great figure here. And if you don't have Captain Nemo, unfortunately you do have to go to secondhand market to pick this figure up. Now, I have seen him going up and off on and off sale on sites like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. But like I said, he's been going on and off so quite for some time, and it looks like that's the way it's going to be. Secondhand market is already charging $220 for Captain Nemo, and like I said, unfortunately he is sold out on Mezco's website, so you can't even waitlist him, which is unfortunate. If you were unable to get Captain Nemo, secondhand market is probably the only way to go, unless you can find a way to secure a pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth. You are going to end up paying more than retail for this figure, which is very unfortunate, because this is such a nice figure. I do recommend most Mezco collectors will have this figure, and even if you're not a fan of Mezco and you just want a Captain in your display, this is a phenomenal figure to have, and I can't wait for the crewmates. Those are going to be very good figures. I can already tell just by Captain Nemo here. If he's any indicator, those figures are going to be great as well. So with that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Mezco videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.